Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Platinum. I covered Platinum a month ago. I proposed the setup to you, and this is now, working out nicely. So I just wanted to revisit that. Platinum is also one of the charts that we update, or I updated at least recently in our stocks membership. You'll find a link in the description. It's the Patreon membership. In the advanced tier, there are additional setups that I update, propose to our members, and Platinum was one of them. These are charts that I do not update regularly because I just don't have the capacity, and they're only included in the advanced membership and professional because they are the additional ones. The basic membership basically features the S&P 500 and stocks as well as the Nasdaq sometimes, whereas the higher tiers, include additional updates because it's a lot of additional work to identify them. But as you can see, we had actually quite a few recently that worked out nicely, like COTI, XOP. There was one more, coffee futures as well, really well. So anyway, this here's Platinum. So the idea was on the Platinum chart, but that was discussed in the last update, that of the 2020 low, the market fulfilled or completed a wave one. Basically a first move to the upside, a trending move to the upside. We then saw the price decline in a wave two pullback into the September 22 lows. Now, at the time, I did not follow Platinum at all. I did not update it, but and members will know that. But I mentioned many weeks ago that I believe that the metals market is at a significant turning point, or it was at least. Well, it still is sort of long term. Yeah, you see that here. And that we could see, that 2024 might be a very successful year for the metals. We'll see. I mean, it's not fully confirmed that the low is now in, but we had a very bullish setup because we had this 1-2 setup and here another 1-2 setup. What does that mean? Anybody who's not familiar with Elliott wave? Well, it just means that this year was a trending move to the upside. I mean, what exactly constitutes a trending move? That's maybe too much for this one video. By the way, in the membership, we also upload Elliott wave videos, basically to explain Elliott wave. But this is a trending move, a so-called motive wave, basically, or part of a larger motive wave structure, I should rather say. Basically, just it means that this is the larger, goes into the direction of the larger trend. Then we had a counter trend move, which is a 3-wave corrective pullback. And then we had another wave one of the smaller degree, because the larger degree third wave, which is basically the next strongly trending move in a cycle, consists also of 5 waves. Yeah, actually the proportions probably aren't correct here, but that's not so important right now. I will adjust that. It's far out anyway, time-wise. By the way, disregard at all the timeline. Timeline's not important. This is all about price. But the bottom line is, or what I want to say is, we had another trending move to the upside, another corrective pullback that allows for a tight stop. Especially these 1-2, 1-2 setups are typically what I look for when I do my analysis. So we basically then saw this as a potential A wave down after wave one topped. It's the first wave of the correction. That was the low in February 23. A high B wave corrective rally, an overshooting B wave, and then now the C wave down, which basically, I think it bottomed exactly where I assumed it would. Okay, not exactly maybe. I didn't rewatch the last video. I also updated it on Discord, obviously, but it was in that region. Generally, long term, this is the long-term support zone, which goes all the way down to 678. Now, you might say, oh, that's a huge zone. Well, it is long-term, but long-term, if you consider the reward, okay, it's huge. So in comparison with the potential reward and the extensions to the upside that we can expect, it's actually not that huge. But then again, the benefit of that setup was it's a 1-2, 1-2 setup. So we could see that probably we're quite close to the low. And a stop could have been set below that first wave 2 low, for example, or even below this significant swing low, because we did also see here another 1-2 setup emerging, a smaller degree, with a pullback zone. So I haven't actually fully labeled that, but there were another 5 waves up, 3 waves down, and we had a smaller degree micro support zone here between 866 and 897. Price dipped into it. So anybody who didn't, let's say, buy here, or anybody who missed this could have added here, and now we might be in this third wave rally. So basically what it means is that we have here a first wave 1 to the upside, again, smaller degree, wave 2 pullback. This could now be the third, then there should be a fourth and a fifth, which would again lead to a larger degree, wave 1. The question is now, how high will this third wave extend? First of all, let's take them out. And then we can look at the Fibonacci extensions. I think it is quite extended already, but let's see. Actually, it might not be, actually. Let's take the length of the wave 1, then we go to the low of the wave 2. Okay, yeah, it could still stretch a bit higher. Typically, what I'd like to see is sort of in the metals market, they sometimes do extend quite a bit, but more often the fifth waves, actually, they do extend quite a bit. So for a third, nevertheless, I'd like to see 1037, nearly there. More ideally would be 1056, possibly 1088. So for a third wave, this is what I would be looking for as an ideal target range. Of course, it can stretch higher, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. So I'm going to watch these levels next. That's going to be the next pivot. Then a fourth wave pullback, for which I can only give you a support zone once the third wave is complete. And then a fifth wave. Looks even more interesting than gold at the moment, to be honest. So yeah, and you know, anybody who missed any entries so far, there should be another opportunity really for a pullback after these 5 waves are complete, but we might already be in the midst of a breakout. But obviously, that should form another wave 1 with a pullback in a wave 2, and then we should move up in a third of a third wave rally. Very interesting. Surely it could still break. I mean, nothing is for certain in these markets. So what is now the micro support level? Which level should it absolutely not break below? Now, I cannot give you a final support level for wave 4, but for now, the price should avoid whatever it's doing, you know. Obviously, this level will change once we have 5 waves, but at the moment, the price really must hold above $958, or it will lose its impulsive potential. It will lose its impulsive potential, yeah? Now, this support level will likely increase and go higher with the third wave, because these retracements are percentage moves, or measured percentages, basically, retracements of the third wave in this case. So if the third wave moves higher, which it should do, I will have to adjust the support level. It's a moving support area. Will only be fixed once a third wave has topped. But for now, that should give you a few levels to watch. Key support. Below that level, it doesn't mean it's bearish and will make another low, but the probabilities will increase for it, because then the probabilities increase that it rather just topped in 3 waves. ABC, right? Even though at the moment I'm leaning towards it to complete the 5th wave, but the potential here is obviously that it creates a first impulse after this significant low that was made in November. Yeah, what else can I say? Just want to highlight that we might have seen a substantial low. I wanted to highlight there's no reason to FOMO, because if this was a substantial low, first of all, there should be another pullback. Firstly in the wave 4 and then in the larger degree wave 2 afterwards. The potential to the upside is still huge. And yeah, so I'll keep you updated. Let me know if you'd like to be updated about Platinum. But I will also post about it in our membership. So if you're interested in that, maybe some additional updates to additional setups, then check it out. But yeah, so hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. And also if you're interested in the S&P 500 daily updates, as well as regular updates about stocks, you'll find that link to that Patreon membership in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.